Hello, Grandma DC here. And I had a strange idea. What's new with that? So I'm getting ready to head back to work here in about an hour. And I thought to myself, I want a peanut butter sandwich. I haven't had peanut butter in quite a while. Well, everybody's been griping about peanuts being high in carbs, you know. We've had this discussion in the past. Okay, whether you do net carbs or total, that's up to you. And, you know, you can look it up on MyFitnessPal and some of the other ones. In a cup of peanuts, I'm going with about 12 nets. That's like a whole cup. But we're going to thin that out a bit because we're going to make pork rind peanut butter. What do you think? You think it'll taste okay? I'm going to grind up an entire thing of pork rinds in my Ninja. This is my half cup measure. It looks big on film, but it's a half. Okay. So one half. And what is that thing in there? One. Oh, it's one of those moisture things. I didn't know that was in there. Cool. I'm not scared of those things. Keep the moisture out. Good job. Alright, this has been in my freezer the whole time anyway. So now I'm going to add a little bit of coconut oil. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of softened butter. I just happen to have this butter over here, and I think butter is awesome in ground up peanut butter. Makes sense, right? Butter, peanut butter, 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 peanut butter. Okay. Until the oils come out of the peanuts. But in the meantime, what did I put in? 3 of the coconut oil. Let's put in 3 more. Because I want this to just pretty much spin. Now this is raw peanut butter. If I had cooked them in the oil first or baked them in the oven, it would be roasted or fried peanut butter. Now that's what we needed, a food processor. It wouldn't do it in the blender, but that's okay. We got it. Now, even though the pork rinds are salty, I want it just a little bit saltier. So I'm going to say that was a cup of ground pork rinds and a cup of raw peanuts. And I put a teaspoon of salt in there, plus a tablespoon, 6 tablespoons of coconut oil, and 1 tablespoon of butter, and a little bit of my favorite sweetener. You can leave the sweetener out. You don't like it. You can leave the salt out. But this peanut butter is pretty thin. I'm going to have to revisit this when I've got more time and use less oil and start out in the food processor. However, I am definitely going to use this to flavor things. It has a really nice peanutty flavor. I like that little bit of crunch that the pork rinds give it. I think it's a great way to stretch peanut butter and have less carbs. Now you know this will solid up in the refrigerator because of the coconut oil and the butter. So we have to chip it out with a knife by the time we put it in the refrigerator. But little thin to be going on a sandwich. However, that's no problem. That just means next time I make it, use a little less oil and put it in the processor to begin with. There we go. Pork rind peanut butter. Half the carbs of regular peanut butter. Oh, man, I have not been, or I have been surprised that I haven't gotten comments about pigs and pork and eating pork, and there's so many people that shun it because of different religious things. And I am sorry. if you feel that way. But pigs aren't the nasty, dirty creatures people think they are. Only if you pin them up close. Cattle are the same way, and human beings too. If you pin us up close, we're going to stink and be nasty. And biblically, they used to carry trichinosis. So yeah, of course you shouldn't eat cloven-hooved animals back in the day. It wasn't safe. But nowadays, with the farming practices and everything else, trichinosis is almost unheard of. And the cooking practices and things. So, I have no problem with eating pork. I'm sorry if you do, but you don't need to be making ugly comments because that's not serving you at all. And by the way, pigs are very clean creatures when they are kept in the open and as pets or just allowed to have plenty of feed and roam. My pet pig, Albert Einstein, yep, that was his name, used to be the best dog I had. He did not potty in the house, and when he went outside, he went all the way to the farthest reaches of the yard he could go to potty, and he was as clean could be. So, there you go, people who think pigs are nasty. Not at all. Human beings, on the other hand, y'all can be pretty nasty sometimes. What is that doing for you? Yeah, Grandma Deese's going to speak out now. Absolutely. Because as you noticed in my last vlog, when I went out to the thing, I have people come up and boss me around all the time when I'm out. That's why I don't like to go out in public very much. People seem to think it's okay to walk up and just boss me around. I don't know what it is about the way I look or something, but I just look really easy to boss around. And I usually take it. I had a woman one day that stopped her car and yelled at me and said, "You almost hit that other car with that cart when you put it up." Almost. I wanted to look at her and go, and you almost got your kicked by a fat old grandma in the parking lot. Almost only counts in horseshoes and atom bombs and keto cooking. I didn't say that to her. I was like, "I'm sorry." Because that's usually what I do. And that's just like the lady with the dog. You heard me. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see he pooped," which was true. But still, she was rude. I felt. Yes. What gives some people have this entitlement to walk up to strangers and tell them what to do? We should all be kinder. I love you all. Most of you. Some of you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep up with the insanity. We'll redo the peanut butter sometimes. Roast it. Little less oil. Little more pork rinds. I think it'll be fabulous. And half the carbs of all other peanut butter. Bye-bye.